Doreen Granpeesheh is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen.
Brian said, one question, it's been a rough ride of making the decision of choosing the best kindergarten school possible for my almost 5-year-old son in Sacramento. We had to weigh an ambitious, high-end academic school for a 2E school. He is super smart, yet compromised heavily with low social skills. That's what, you know what I read out of that is that you had some great choices.
You did, yeah, you did.
You know, which is kind of amazing when you think about it, because there aren't always great choices.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what a 2E school is, I'll be honest.
Twice exceptional.
Oh, twice exceptional school. Okay.
Yes.
So I guess, and this is a great question, Brian, and a lot of people talk to me about school placement, and I think it is really, really an individualized thing, and you're lucky that you have these options. That's beautiful. But I think you know, as parents, you should sit down and ask yourself, what are we hoping for? And I'll caution you, because as parents of children with autism, sometimes we want to promote their special skill so much because it actually makes us feel good. Like, we want to say, oh, you know, my child is brilliant in math, and I really want to highlight that. And that's totally fine. And I'll be honest, sometimes individuals on the spectrum who are, you know, brilliant at one subject or another, are, as we can see even right now, are changing our world. So, you know, that's one path to go, definitely, and absolutely a wonderful path. Another path is to say, no, I want my child to be well-rounded in a lot of different areas. And then you choose a different type of setting, which is not, you know, 100% or 90% focused on that, on building the athlete, let's say, but rather showing the individual more social skills, other types of skills, and so on. You, as the parent, can make that decision and put your child in that program. Whatever program you decide, I think what is really important is to look and make sure that your child is happy when they're in there. That's all that matters, is that they are happy. And sometimes a child will be really happy. You know, I've had children who are very, 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 very smart. I just thought of one who I loved, who's an adult. But also, like, what he really always wanted was friends. And so for him, it was really important that we could teach him some of the social rules, and so that he could fit into society and so on. In the end, he ended up being a brilliant biostatistician anyway, but he had a lot of skills that he developed socially, right? On the other hand, I also have had kids that I've worked with who are now adults, who are not very social and really are pretty narrow in their scope, but they're brilliant. They're, you know, athlete level in let's say, robotics or some other thing. So it doesn't matter. They're both good choices, but what's really important is that the child was happy along the way, right? And that's probably the most important thing. So whatever class you choose, just go back and see, is my child thriving? Are they happy? And that's all you need to do. And I have to say, Shannon, like, I look at my 3 kids and you know how different they are from each other. And so they went different paths. But that was the one thing I always looked at, was like, are they happy? And that's what's important. That's what we all want for our kids.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of times we think, you know, there's an IEP meeting and we make the plan for the year and we think it's written in stone, carved in stone. But I love this idea of making sure that they're happy, because here's the thing I wish somebody had told me. If it's not going well,
they're not going to be happy. Yeah.
You can change.
Yeah.
You can change teachers, you can change schools, you can move.
Yep.
I mean, it's all like overwhelming to think about it,
Right.
but it's all on the table.
Absolutely.
And I've seen parents do it where their child is just like, you know, it's just, it seems like so much scorched earth with this school district, and they go, I'm gonna move.
I'm done.
I'm
Yep.
gonna move, and I'm gonna move to another school district, and I've never heard anybody be sorry about that.
That's right.
The 1 year that we were so ticked with one school, so we moved to another school, and the day before school, we had a meeting with the teacher. I hope she sees this, because I just really to this teacher. So much so that I included a character that makes fun of her in my one-woman show.
Oh,
but in any
yeah.
case,
Oh,
good
yeah, so I
luck
do
picking, you
remember
won't
that.
know. Anyway, the day before the first day of school, we had a meeting.
Yeah.
And all the warning bells went off. And I was like, this woman is not going to be good. And I was talking to a friend, and she was like, you should go in the morning and tell them that you want the other teacher. And I was like, no, I'm going to give her a chance. And I did. And we were back in every single week. We had administrators involved. And at the end of the year, I thought I should have listened to my gut.
Yeah.
I should have listened to my
Yeah.
gut the first day.
Yeah.
Or I should have done it, but each time I was like, well, we're almost to the holiday break. Let's, they're going to make this adjustment with her. No. If you see that it's not working, don't be afraid to go, nope, it's not working.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
try something else.
Yeah.
It's okay to do that. The other thing, can I jump on here with one other thought? So I love that he's so brilliant, but if he's behind in social skills, what an opportunity at home to do. And if he's school aged, we were told, you guys said to us, pick the bossiest girl in the class.
Oh, yeah.
Start with the bossy gut girl who doesn't get invited to other play dates, and invite her to play dates at your house. Keep them short. If you can, have a therapist there to facilitate.
Yep.
But make it, because our kids, sometimes they don't know how to have fun with other kids. So everything that they love, like if they love balloons, you fill the room with balloons.
Yep.
If they love, here In-N-Out burger is a big treat. So what we would always get was In-N-Out for them and the play date. So the play date, the person wanted to
The
come
best
back.
thing. Absolutely. That's
We
such
became
a great.
the house that
Exactly.
they wanted to come to.
That's right.
And eventually we stopped with the bossy gut girl and had 2 boys.
Yeah.
And then eventually it was 3 boys that would come every Friday to
Mm-hmm.
our house, and I would make all kinds of popcorn and everything. They could trash the living room, play
There you
video
go.
games.
There you go.
But that's where he really got his social
That's
skills.
exactly right. And I see that Brian has actually asked us more specifically, what do we think about Montessori?
Oh, there we go.
And honestly, my kids went through Montessori. I love Montessori programs. I'm not sure it's for everyone, but the reason I love Montessori is because they really hands-on, practically have the child kind of learn concepts, abstract concepts that we don't usually learn in other schools. So to me, a Montessori program is really, really good for kids on the spectrum. Again, as Shannon said, honestly, it makes the individual, the teacher, if they're following Montessori or they're not, that's the person who can make the difference. It doesn't matter. It's about the person.
Yeah. I was at a conference recently, and a parent came up to me after I was on this panel, and she said, what do you do? Because I was saying, you got to listen to them. You got to listen to what your kids
Yes.
say. And she said, but what do you do when what he doesn't want to do is go to school?
Yeah.
And I said, well, what's happening at school? And she said, it's this amazing environment where it's outdoors and they get to look at bugs. And it's this whole thing. And I said, oh, does he like bugs? No, he likes robotics. And I was like, so you would like the outdoor bug school. I would rather die than go to the outdoor bug school.
I know.
I don't, outdoors and look at bugs in jars. No, thank you.
Exactly.
And that's how this and I was like, why are you sending him to the school that you want to go to? You go.
Yeah, that's right.
You go to that school then. Let him go to a robotics program.
Yeah.
Like why? And how, amazing that she had found in this outdoor bug school, but that's not her kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I see, Brian, you're saying you don't want him to withdraw. You're afraid that a Montessori school will not challenge him and the autism traits will become dominant. I mean, anything could happen anywhere. It really comes down, some of it is the philosophy, but some of it is the individual teacher.
That's exactly what I was saying. It's
Yeah.
all about the teacher, honestly. For me, a good teacher is just someone your child will never forget.
Yeah.
They'll make a big impact, whatever the philosophy of the school is.
But some kids thrive. Some kids on the spectrum thrive in Montessori.
Montessori,
And others,
I agree.
No.
Yeah.
Not happening.
If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.
Don't forget, you can watch Ask Dr. Doreen live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time on autismnetwork.com. We hope to see you there.